Okay, Ian. You haven't played with this computer before?
No.
Played with any computers before?
Well...
This is Carsick Junior School, Nottinghamshire, and pupil Ian Murphy is making confident progress.
You can have table tests on them. You can also play sort of games on them.
Do you think they're frightening?
No, not really.
Oh, well, let's play with this one then and see how we get on with it. For this machine, you just type run. Can you spell run for me? R-U-N. And when we've finished, now we press the return button. Good. Now, you read it for me.
Hello, I can tell you stories, but first please tell me your name.
So your name is?
Ian.
Ian.
The sooner pupils have an opportunity to work with computers, the better. And you don't have to be a mathematical genius, as we can see. The main problem is finding the correct key to press.
What is the name of your friend?
Have you got a friend?
Yes.
Right, what's his name or her name? Andrea, is it? Oh, Andrew. Oh, yes. Right. You read it to me, then.
One day, Ian and Andrew went to the beach. While they were there, Ian ran to a ledge and was excited. Did you see that lion? The sharp teeth were scary.
Industry 2 is using computers, and they're helping in a variety of production processes. Are all the people using them highly qualified specialists with years of experience behind them? And what happened to those who lost their jobs? At S.R. Gent and Company, Barnsley, the older methods of pattern cutting by hand are still used for certain jobs, but the computer-controlled Gerber cutter is very much faster. I asked manager Mr. Trevor Parker what's happened to the people whose jobs have been replaced.
But what has happened in effect, they have been reskilled into other areas, which means we haven't lost the nucleus of people that we had before the technology was here. We've retrained in the sense of we've taken extra people into computer grading that weren't there before, and we've taken people downstairs in the cutting room. In fact, we had very little problem because we took the people that we had in-house and we retrained them. We told them how to use the computer to their own basic efficiencies. Once they got over the usage of it, they found it a tremendous help.
Surprisingly, the warehouse has its own computer terminals, and the system is operated by all the warehouse staff as a normal part of their work. The reskilling in this department too was smoothly implemented. How's a computer helped your job and the time it takes to do it?
Well, cut it by more than half. All we do is we only handle them once now, coming in through the door. Go through a computer, into a rack. We'll get issued a picking list from upstairs. That pulls each individual pallet out and they go straight to cutting room. Dead easy, really easy. All you need to remember is your fabric codes. Whereas before we had to remember fabric codes, colours, everything. All you need now is say ABC 1, 2, 3, and you're in. Each fabric has its own code.
Do you like your job better now that you've got a computer?
Yeah, definitely.
How much training was involved in getting you to work the computer properly?
We just started with one fabric at a time, and that was it, one fabric. Everybody got used to putting one fabric in, and then 2, 3, 4, till we got them all on. I think it was about 50, 60 on now.
Were you worried that jobs may be lost in the warehouse?
No, we thought that when they were first coming in, we thought, cut back in staff. It means really more work for more people, because you've a lot more stages in between. Whereas one man could take a delivery off for a layout, it takes now between 4 and 5, you know, to get it all through a process.
Clearly, employees at S.R. Gent do not feel threatened, and the newly learned skills have increased job satisfaction. Is it the same story for employees at Music Hire Group's headquarters in Leeds? Ian, do you only employ skilled people here?
No, that is only the case in a very, very small number. The vast majority are involved with the assembly of the product once it's been designed. And in that assembly, we've really drawn from a wide variety of people from all sorts of backgrounds, but we really felt very adaptable with relatively small amount of effort on our part.
Anybody could do it. There's women in here that have not even been in this trade, have come in and done it.
Stretching roll nurse at Bradford Royal.
No, I've always been in the clothing industry before. Got made redundant, so I wanted to come into something that I knew was more secure.
I was a machinist in the tailoring before I came here.
When you see a board like this, you don't build it up. You don't put everything in it. You just do a little stage at a time.
It looks complicated. When I first shown round, I never expected to be able to do anything that the other girls were doing. But once you've been, you've been taught and trained, it just comes quite easy.
I suppose, people usually think that you have to be really have a load of qualifications, But I think I've surprised myself. I find it really interesting, and I enjoy doing all I do.
I feel as though you've achieved something when you can build it up, test it on your own floor and get it out. Just a sense of achievement.
They're saying is here that if I can do it, anyone can do it. So...
Sadly, not everyone will be so fortunate. Some jobs will go, some people will not be retrained. But Barry Sherman argues that we must have the new technology if we're to compete.
And I think that, yes, you can bring it in. Yes, it will solve problems. Yes, it will release resources of people, of materials. It will save electricity and gas, hopefully. But at the same time, it will create not only unemployment, but a completely different set of skills will be needed. And unfortunately, a lot of those skills are going to be very highly technical ones. So people...
Graphics.